Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the drama mystery science fiction film, Deep. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. Jane, a medical student, shares a home with June, their rebellious younger sister, and looks after their grandma. She develops sleeplessness as a result of her demanding educational schedule, domestic responsibilities, and debt repayment difficulties. Nietzsche, Jane's professor, advises that she take part in a study being conducted by a German pharmaceutical company. Hans Miller, the company's chief scientist, explains that their experiment, known as Deep, will be carried out in 3 levels and intends to collect a brain chemical known as crotonin, which makes people feel awake. An implanted microchip in the subject's neck allows for this. Jane was implanted with a crotonin level monitor and handed a watch after being given a suitable reward and signed an NDA. Hans advises that if she ever nods off for longer than 60 seconds before reaching 100% crotonin levels, the chip will cause cardiac arrest. She meets other students, Deep subjects, Win the party animal, Peach the gamer nerd, and Sin the popular student. They each get their goodies after completing Deep's first level. As their relationship deepens, Sin admits to having a stalker. The group goes by the name Non Non, which is French and Thai for no sleep. They chose to move on to Deep's second level, which offered an even greater prize in exchange for a longer period of sleep. They all start to go crazy and start having visual and oral hallucinations. They see that when more students participate in the experiment, their levels of drowsiness climb more slowly. They threw a party at Peach's place to deal with this. Sin was surprised to learn that Peach was her stalker at one point and passed out before being revived. The gang completes the second level and leaves the experiment after Sin's near-death experience, seemingly breaking up. Jane saw a pupil die as a result of the Deep. Jane learns that June takes part in the Deep when her grandma suffers a stroke. When Hans is confronted, he threatens that June's third level of Deep has begun and that he won't remove the chip unless she gathers her friends together once more for the experiment. Sin and Peach first object, but subsequently decide to join the gang. Non Non plans to stay awake with the aid of Professor Nietzsche while participating with June in Deep's third level. By day 6, they begin to have vivid hallucinations and things get chaotic, leading Jane to ask Professor Nietzsche for assistance. Instead, Jane learns that Hans Miller is a fraud, the company was a front, and Professor Nietzsche is the brains behind Deep. Jane and the others are sequestered in Nietzsche's patient room. After Win lost consciousness and appeared to pass away, she attempts to remove his chip only to have him reanimate and attack her. It is revealed that the organization uses a CCL injection to simulate Win's death after turning off Nietzsche's surveillance. The movie's opening scene depicts Jed falling from a building owing to sleep deprivation. According to Professor Nietzsche, she started Deep to use the obtained crotonins to resurrect her unconscious lover. Despite having many chips placed in her, she claims she never intended to hurt her subjects. As a last resort, Nietzsche drugs Jane. The team manages to take down the professor and resuscitate Jane after a brief struggle. Professor Nietzsche is subsequently detained, and all of the subjects have their implants removed. Each Non Non makes amends in their private lives and is reconnected with their pals. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.